Like, you know, sometimes I say I'm excited and I'm beyond excited, but today I'm actually elated, because not only am I talking about something that I've wanted to talk to for like 100 years, I'm talking about it to the incredible Mandy Maher. How are you? We are going to talk about Mother of the Bride and Mother of the Groom outfits today. Mandy, thank you so much for coming all the way up from Galway this morning to join me for Wedding to Wednesday.
Oh, Jenny, thanks so much for having me. And I eventually got here. I'd say Dublin didn't know what hit it this morning when the mad woman from the west arrived up. But anyway,
lost.
We'll say no more.
So, Mandy, you own... First of all, let's talk about you for a few minutes before we launch into what we were really here for. You own a model agency called
Catwalk Model Agency.
And I was looking up, you have another website going, and it is called The Platform by MM.
That's right. I opened up the platform during COVID.
Yeah.
You know, our business got a huge hammer and Jenny,
Yes.
Catwalk Model Agency during COVID, literally in a space of 48 hours.
Of
we
course.
were wiped out and that was it. Everything was shut. Everything was gone. And it was an horrendous time.
Yeah.
So during it all, obviously, everything was going online.
Yes.
And I saw the potential in the opening for, God, how come I'm not working with these people? I'm working with influencers and content creators. So I opened up the platform.
I've goosebumps thinking of that because there really was a massive opening for that.
There was a huge opening. And I never realised, to be honest with you, if you'd said to me, ever before COVID, would you work with influencers? And I was going, are you absolutely mad? And no way. It just was not for me. Just wasn't.
Yeah.
But now it has been the saving of our business, if I'm being truthful.
Yes.
And we're working with brands I only ever dreamed of.
Wow.
And it's opened up so many doors and I'm very grateful. And I have a great crew.
Yes.
I really have brilliant
Who
people.
have you got on your books? I mean, you've got Alan Hughes I saw last night. I was like, Alan and Carl, wow.
So I'm delighted to have the
Yes.
guys. It's absolutely brilliant, and they're amazing. They're super
love them.
lads. Oh, they're hilarious. And do they know how to throw a party, Jenny? As we know
we
well.
had a party on Saturday. Did you? I had a very busy weekend. That was one of the things I had to do.
But the lads are great, and we've so many talented people. Like I have a girl from Northern Ireland that we recently just signed called Ciara McCone. One of our biggest signings we've had. She's just amazing, but her quality of her work is phenomenal because
And what does she do?
She actually specialises in makeup, but the makeup she does is all like what you see for Halloween. It's special effects. She's been out with Warner Brothers. She's been with Disney. These are the people we're dealing with for her at the moment. It's phenomenal.
Oh my word.
And then we've the likes of Jennifer Rynn, who is well known. And
I'm doing her wedding.
Oh yeah, and we've that next June. So I'm really excited about Jennifer.
Yes.
Sure, Jennifer is so well known and she's such a down to earth, fabulous person.
Yeah.
So like lots, I could be naming them all, but
I
it's
know.
a boutique style agency, which is the one thing I do want to say is that we're a small agency and that's the way we want to be because we're very hands-on with our team.
Absolutely.
And it's very one-to-one.
So you and I are going to have a whole other conversation after this podcast.
We sure
because
are.
I need you to represent me.
Happy days, Jenny.
I could talk for Ireland about weddings and babies and everything else. So yeah, we need to have another chat. Mandy, you are one of the most high-profile fashion stylists on Virgin Media's Ireland AM, and everybody who looks at Ireland AM would recognise you from there. And you were definitely the person that I wanted to have on talking about Mother of the Bride.
Well,
and
I'm
Mother
very
of the
honoured,
Groom
Jenny, to
outfits.
be here, and that's the truth. Thank you.
Like, obviously, there's so much I know and don't know actually about Mother of the Bride and Mother of the Groom outfits. But what I do know is the conversations that I would have with the mummies on the morning. I love the mammies. And how difficult it was to find an outfit. So let's talk.
You know, the mothers of the bride and groom, because we can't forget, obviously it's mother, bride and groom, but I often feel when asked a question, what would you wear? What should I go for?
Yeah.
I think if I was to give one tip, my biggest tip would be to anyone going out shopping, give plenty of time, Jenny, and not do what you did.
3 weeks before my son got married and I nearly had a heart attack. I nearly didn't find something, but anyway, thank God I did. But yeah.
I do want to think, give time.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing I would say is when you go to a boutique, because generally speaking, I would say possibly for a mother or bride or groom, you are going to invest a little bit more on an outfit than what you would any other occasion. Because you also need to remember it's very much your day as well as your son's or daughter's day that's getting married. Because everybody will want to see what the mother of the bride and groom are wearing as well, because it's a big talking point. So therefore for me, I think you'd expend a little bit more. But when you're going to that boutique or that special shop, I wouldn't necessarily tell them you're a mother of the bride and groom.
I'm delighted you said that. I'm delighted. Why? Because they're going to put you in a dress
They'll
with a little
pigeonhole you.
Yeah, they'll pigeonhole you.
Straight away.
Yeah.
And I think, Jenny, it's the biggest issue people have is that they do get pigeonholed. They're brought to the area to wear these very, I personally think, old-fashioned outfits.
Yes, I
They're
think so
dated.
too.
It seems to be the same style continuously, only different colours.
Yes.
So there's never anything innovative about the outfits or anything a little bit quirky or a little bit different.
And sometimes, a lot of the time, the outfit is just not them.
It's not them. So why wear something that isn't you? Because you're going to be thrown off for the day.
Yeah.
It's such a long day and such a big day because not only is your son or your daughter getting married, but you're also meeting with family members and people you probably haven't seen in a very long time. So you want to rock up looking the part.
Yeah, you want to stop the show.
Absolutely, and you actually do.
No, the bride does that, but you want to look amazing.
Absolutely, you sure do.
Yeah.
But that's the biggest thing I would say is that sometimes maybe browse, have a look around, go to the places you know that you're possibly going to get an outfit in.
Yes.
And then you can happily tell them that you are a mother of a bride and groom and then they can look after you. But don't be afraid to give your opinion of you're not happy with something.
Yes.
Don't feel forced into buying something as well.
Yeah. And of course, Ireland, I was going to say it's a very big place. It is a very big place depending on where you're living. So I would get some mothers who live in Dublin who are going, up the north to get an outfit or down to Adair to buy an outfit. And because that's the shop and that's the mother of the bride shop. Why are you going to a mother of the bride shop? Because I feel sometimes you might be pigeonholed there too. Now, I'm not putting down shops because those outfits absolutely suit some people. But just from my experience, they don't suit everyone.
Absolutely they don't. And this is exactly what we're saying because when somebody is buying an outfit, a mother of the bride or groom, what that mother needs to remember is you're also not the bride.
Yes.
So it's about getting it appropriate.
Honestly, you're not the bride.
But I do think they need to remember that.
Yeah.
And there is an age appropriateness as well, Jenny.
Yes.
Because I think I'm looking at you and you've told me your son got married last year. I'm looking at you and thinking you're too young.
I love you.
To have a son getting married is what I would exactly say.
I've got 4 grandchildren as well.
My God.
I just throw that in there. And the eldest is nearly 13.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
Honest to God.
I had him when I was 2 though.
I love it. But you're a young mum. So why would you want to look old before your time? And that's not disrespecting age.
Yes.
This is about keeping yourself young and trendy, but remembering it also is an age appropriate as well when choosing an outfit.
Absolutely.
Because what you don't want to do is the old saying, mutton dressed as lamb. It just absolutely
doesn't work.
It does not work.
No.
And there's always a protocol of being elegant, of being stylish, but getting it right at the same time.
You always get it right. Can I just say that to you? I was looking at your holiday photo, your stuff on Instagram a while ago. I was like, I actually don't think I like her anymore.
She's not saying that about me this morning, though.
Never. Absolutely.
Oh my
sure,
God,
I get lost all the time
stop.
driving around Ireland, only for Google Maps and me. I don't know what I do with a Google Maps. Anyway, but honestly, your style is incredible and you dress for your body shape.
I do dress for my body shape. And I think that this is something also that people need to remember when they're shopping or when they're buying.
Yes.
Is that it's all about optical illusions when it comes to styling and when it comes to buying outfits.
So explain that.
So optical illusion is draw people's eye to your best part of your body. So in other words, if your best part of your body is from the waist up, then that's where you should be drawing people's attention to.
Right.
If you've got amazing legs, then draw people's attention actually to your legs.
Okay, but you can't wear a mini skirt now to your
daughter's
daughter's
wedding.
wedding.
Absolutely no way. There is, you know what it's like, Jenny? It's like a ladies'
Could you
day.
imagine?
Oh no, God help us. This is what I'm on about. This is exactly what I mean. It's about getting it right.
Yeah.
But it's like, that doesn't mean you need to be buttoned up from the ankles to the neckline either.
Yeah.
There's a happy medium here.
Yeah.
But it's like a ladies' day.
Mm-hmm.
When people often say to me, when you're judging a ladies' day competition for a best dress competition at the races, there is a certain protocol you need to keep in mind. And it's the same process in regard to a mother of a bride or groom.
Okay.
Because there needs to be a length appropriate, rightly so.
Yes.
I would say a mini is a no-go. Absolutely not. It needs to be at least below the knee.
Yeah.
Or 3/4 length.
It
Or
does.
indeed, if it's a black tie wedding, I would possibly
Floor
say
length.
go floor length, go
Yeah.
ball gown. But that's one. Number two is that it's not too booby. So
Yeah.
if you are big chested, then we need to work on that. And how
Yes.
do you go about that? You can certainly wear a V-neck, because V-neck is very good with people with a large bust.
Right.
But that you're drawing the eye appropriately to the boob area, but that it's not.
You're not showing them off to
You're
the
not
priest.
showing them off. Exactly.
Sorry, Father.
Happy days. But also another thing, Jenny, is that, and I always say this as a stylist, I've a thing about a certain age group showing the tops of their arms.
Yes.
Now, I'm also in my 50s.
No, I agree with you,
So
Mandy.
I do think there is a time when the tops of the arms should possibly be covered at
Yes.
certain occasions. And I
Yeah.
definitely do think on a wedding day, it's one of them.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah. And like that, Jenny, the ceremony. What
Yes.
type of a ceremony is it?
Exactly.
Is it in a hotel
Yeah.
or is it in a church?
Mhm.
If it's in a church, you definitely should be covered.
100%.
So it's kind of getting the protocol right, really.
Do you know what? You have it so right. You know, this is why I needed you in here, because we need to tell the mammies who need the help all of these little tips. So you're so right. In a church, you absolutely really need your arms covered as a
Yeah.
mother of the bride or a mother of the groom. Now, some guests, you know, during the summer, if they're younger, if they're in their 20s, they show off their arms, and that's okay. But
100%.
when you're, again, it's an age appropriate thing, isn't it?
It really is. And it's about, I mean, unfortunately, our bodies won't be as toned
Yes.
the older we're getting. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
reality of it. But I always just feel it, when you walk in, you want to be able to be making that entrance for the right reasons.
Yes.
And to be spoken about for the right reasons and not for the wrong ones.
Absolutely.
And something as small as that
Yes.
can either make you or break you, I think.
And you're so right. And, you know, the fear of somebody else wearing the same outfit.
Oh, God.
No.
This is why you possibly would spend a little bit more on
Yeah.
a mother of a bride or groom outfit, because you
Yes.
definitely will invest or
Yes.
spend more on that day. And the chances are your wedding guests realistically won't be spending that money.
Yeah.
So I think the chances of it happening would be very little or none. I
It
would
has
hope.
happened.
Oh my God,
now,
I'd
I'm
absolutely, I
photographing
would die.
weddings 20 years, right? So I've been in this industry, and I'm not giving up anytime soon, Mandy. Yes, I'm not giving up. Definitely not. I have weddings booked in for 2025, and I had an inquiry the other day for 2026, and I'm like, oh my God, will you let me breathe? I have had 2 occasions where somebody had something exactly the same on as mother of the bride. So on one of the occasions, the lovely girl, I was going to say it to her myself, and I was absolutely walking up to her to say, I'm just letting you know, I've come away from the bride's house, and the mother of the bride has the same outfit on as you. Only somebody else said it to her. And you know what she did? The lovely girl, she went off to her car. She said, thank you so much. I would have been mortified.
Mm-hmm.
She went off to her car and got her day 2 outfit and put that on her.
Fair play to her.
Fair play to her.
Is what
The
I
other
would
one
say.
didn't give a sugar and said, well, this is what I'm wearing.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I personally,
I'd go home.
and so would I. I actually would go home and
I'd go
change
home,
as well.
I would, yeah.
I
Because
couldn't.
I'd be embarrassed.
It's not your day. Like, you're going as a guest,
Yes.
and it's so lovely to be invited to a wedding, because
Yes.
obviously you're there because the couple really want you there. So for
Yes.
me, it's a very personal thing to be invited to a wedding. Actually, it's an honour to be asked to anyone's wedding.
It is.
But if the mother of a bride or groom turns up in the same outfit, you need to go home.
You need to go home. And
Absolutely, and change.
I'm delighted I brought that up, because I was very passionate about that
Yeah.
day. And I just thought, and I went up to her afterwards at the drinks reception and said to her, look, I was going to say to myself, fair play. That
Yeah.
was the
I
right
admire
thing to
her.
do.
I think she's amazing.
I think she's manners.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But it is very much, it's the wedding day of the couple, obviously,
Yes.
but both families.
Absolutely.
And they're the people that shine on a day.
Yeah,
You're a guest, you're in the background.
absolutely.
That's
And, you know, on the morning of a wedding, because I just feel so honoured to be in somebody's house on the morning of a wedding. Like, you've no idea.
you wouldn't want to be in my house the morning we got married 28 years ago. It's a wonder he's still with me. But anyways, and now he sticks to me. But oh my God, it was very bad.
Was it why?
Because I got, I'm going back now a long time. And
I saw a photo. I mean, you're,
oh no,
you're
if you
hot
saw my
as it
wedding
is.
photograph, you'd have a heart attack.
You're hot as it is. You should see this one when she was in her 20s.
Oh no,
good
stop
Jesus.
the lights. But
Like, can you only imagine?
But you know, like in my time, and not, like it's like as if I make myself out to be 90, but like in my time, you got married young. Like I was 23 when we got married. Now I have a daughter of 22, and if she told me she was getting married, I think I'd absolutely need a defibrillator, to be honest with you, right? I couldn't accept it. I couldn't. I'd have it. I'd die, right? But like at 23, I got married, and my mother, I'll never forget the morning of my wedding. My mother gave me away. And the morning of our wedding, we were so bad. She was crying so much that they had to keep her downstairs and keep me upstairs until we literally were getting into the car. And then we got into the car and she says, you do know, like, Ger, I'm really sorry if you're listening to this, but like, you do know you don't have to get married. Like, you know, like, I mean, there's no one, because she says, you're still so young. And I says, I know that, man, but I want to get married.
Yes.
Even though he left me driving around in circles for half an hour. Now, that's another whole story.
No, tell us now.
He
Why?
actually stopped off for a drink on the way to the hotel, and his groom's party, we will call it. Don't go there, Jenny. He was lucky I turned up in the end. But anyways,
continue this. I'm going to kill him.
But that was it. He was a half an hour late.
He was a half an hour late. I'd have gone home.
I know, and I still stalk him. But anyways,
and is he late for other things going forward, or what?
He's a great timekeeper.
Right.
I have to say, they just
Ger,
stopped off
just
for
nervous,
a quick whiskey or brandy on the way to the church.
And that, Mandy.
I know. But, oh my God.
So when you got to the top of the aisle, you're like, where were you?
No, I didn't even bother. So I was so excited. I thought it was great. But even though my veil got caught in the door going inside, I had to run back for the veil. But anyway, because my bridesmaids were gone.
Did it come off?
No, it didn't actually. But I sure listen. But you're there with the fun things.
Oh my God, the amount of veils that come off, Mandy. Yeah. Like when a bride walks up the top of the aisle, right? So there's a tradition. So there's traditions, and if you want to stick with traditions, fine. But my advice would be, so the priest will tell you, the father has to walk up on the side where the groom is.
Yes.
Which I don't agree with, because when you think about the two of them walking up the aisle, so as you're looking up the aisle, the groom is over to your right-hand side as you're looking up. Okay.
Yes.
And the bride's family sit over to the left. Now, if you're standing at the top of the church, it's obviously the other way around. So you're standing at the back and you're walking up. And the priest would recommend the dad walks up on his side. So when the two of them get to the top of the aisle, he shakes the groom's hand, hands over the daughter, and then he has to walk behind her to get into his seat over here.
Yes, so you're getting caught in a dress and a veil.
Like, how stupid is that? So do not do that, because honestly, Mandy, the photos I have where the bride's like, ugh, and the father's after standing on her veil and comes out, stands on the dress, trips into the seat. I could actually write another book. I've written a wedding book.
So funny.
I have to give you a copy of my wedding book. But anyway, if he's walking up on the bride's side, all he has to do is turn into his seat. Like, hello. It's a no-brainer. Yeah. Anyway, don't get me started. And the veil, you need to clip the veil in.
Correct.
Hairstylists,
yes.
Not all of them do. And I'm like, are you going to put a bobby pin into the veil? No, it's tight enough. And I'm like, would you put a bobby pin into the veil? No, it's tight enough. And when she's gone, I'm like, can I put a bobby pin? I've had a veil that nearly went into a lake before because the bobby pins weren't put in. So honestly, yeah. Anyway, sorry. I'm getting a bit sidetracked now by veils.
No, but I hear you though. But I must say, as a bride, I think every bride should wear a veil.
I do too.
I just think it's the one time.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, some of them don't. And the ones that don't do something with their hair and they put something into the side. But I just think it's so gorgeous.
So do I.
And like, we got married. I was talking about this earlier on another podcast. Martin and I got married and I was 38 and a half. And I thought, I'm not wearing a veil. I'm 38 and a half. Mutton dressed as lamb. And then I'm not doing it. I'm not wearing a veil. I'm going to do something else. And then actually, I thought, I don't want a big long veil. And then I'm thinking, okay, I'm talking about veils now. I wasn't going to wear one. Oh, I'm not wearing one now. And we put a veil in and it was just kind of to the top of my bum and it was gorgeous. Yeah. It was lovely.
I bet it was.
I'm so delighted I wore it now. I felt like a bride.
No, and you're rightly so. It is your day.
Yes. But anyway, let's get back to the mammies. So, an awful lot of the mothers would, be given or buy an outfit that doesn't suit them. And they tell me this. That's why I'm saying it.
The worst
they
thing.
tell me this. I don't even like it. I don't even know why I bought it. And I just think that is incredibly sad.
It is.
It's the dress and it's the little bolero that goes just under the boobs. And
I'm
it's
done
just,
with those.
It's just typical, isn't it? And if you love it, great. But if you don't love it, you're not going to feel good.
But this is exactly what we were saying, Jenny. Like, why dress in something you would in a million years not be caught dead in another time? Why?
Exactly.
And it's such a big day. A massive day. A massive day for a full family.
Yeah.
So, like, I would say you need to wear something you're comfortable in,
Yes.
that you love, and that you feel $1 million in.
Yeah.
But equally as well, don't be afraid to be a little bit quirkish.
Yes.
Add your own little bit of style going on. If you have a kind of a quirky edge to you, why all of a sudden would you be pigeonholed into something just because it's your son or daughter's wedding?
Exactly.
Go keep quirky,
Yeah.
but then you can style it in a way that would still work and it's appropriate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be a little bit different.
You're amazing. You are so, I often think I need you in my life, Mandy. I need someone to tell me what's nice on me because I'm so low maintenance. I like, so low maintenance. I wear the same thing all the time, honestly.
But it works.
Yeah, but it works. But I could be so different. I could be fabulous, Mandy.
But you know where you can get quirky? Your wardrobe staples are one thing.
Yeah.
And then what I would say, start adding accessories. I'm a massive fan of accessories.
Yeah.
I think they can either make or break an outfit.
Yes.
Be careful of that.
Yeah.
But I always think it'll add that little bit of an edge or a notch to something.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why I would say to you, don't be afraid to add accessories.
Okay. And then accessories for a mother of the bride or mother of the groom. So she's got the outfit now. Because we want to talk about where to go for outfits as well.
Yes.
Actually, let's do that first before we talk about accessories. Where would you recommend? So I get asked this all the time, and these aren't we're not doing this because we're getting money from any shops. I don't get money from any shops, but I also recommend places where I think people should go because I like to help. Mm-hmm. Give me them.
Okay, there are so many people I'm lucky enough to work with that are fantastic boutiques, and as I said, these are boutiques that they're not cheap.
Yes,
but in saying that, you are going to spend, I feel, a little bit extra on a day, particularly buying an investment piece.
And it's a day out.
It is a day out.
Yeah.
And it's, as I said earlier on, you need to remember the bride is definitely, I feel, and it's not taken from any groom or anything like that, but I do feel it's definitely the bride that will probably be the most talking point. Mm-hmm. Definitely the groom in his suits, bridesmaids, but the mother is definitely up there.
Absolutely.
So you want to rock in, as I said, and be spoken about for the right reasons.
Absolutely.
It's getting help from people. Don't be afraid to ask for advice, but do not be pressurised into buying either, Jenny. Yeah. I think that's vital.
Yeah.
Sometimes you are nearly better off walking away and thinking about it.
Yes.
And then going back and purchasing.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Because if you don't have a gut feeling that you like it, if you're thinking, I don't know about this, and you buy it, that's a stupid thing to do.
You definitely have bought something you don't want then.
Yeah.
Then you're not going to feel the $1 million you want to feel.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't be afraid to wear something different.
Yes.
If you're a woman that loves trousers, go in a really chic, hot trouser suit then.
Yeah,
That's what I would say.
Yeah.
Or a really fun jumpsuit.
Because it's okay to wear trousers.
Absolutely, 100% it is.
It is. Absolutely it is.
And it's getting the colour palette right as well. Mm-hmm. So it's another thing you do need to keep into consideration. You do need to chat with the bride.
Yes.
Whether you're the mother of the bride or groom, you definitely need to keep in touch with the bride, I think.
Absolutely.
Working that from a photograph point of view, that the outfits are working and blending with what is going to be regarding bridesmaids or the groom's party indeed.
Yeah, yeah. Are there colours that you should stay away from?
You probably wouldn't go over bright like reds and those kind of very, very vibrant colours.
Yeah.
Usually the colour palette would be more probably your pastel shades. And I've noticed, Jenny, and you'll definitely see this because you're doing hundreds of weddings a year. You find out that the mother of the brides in particular are now starting to wear the kind of similar enough shades to the bride.
Cream.
The creams and the whites.
Yeah, I see it all the time.
Yeah.
I have a question in actually from one of the followers on Instagram asking, is this a typical thing now? It's so popular now.
A lot of weddings we've been to, that's what we're seeing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't look and say, is it taken from the bride? Because it still isn't. I mean, there's a big difference between
there is
a mother of what a mother was going to wear on the day and what the bride is going to be in.
Okay, because I'm sorry now, I'm just going to say it as it is. You know how honest I am. Like, we have 4 boys and 1 girl. And, you know, I think when your son is getting married, you still feel the same as the mother of the bride. Mm-hmm. And I think the mother of the groom is as important as the mother of the bride.
100%.
I don't care what anyone says. And the amount of situations I come across where, you know, the mother of the groom hasn't been included in anything. She's a nervous wreck. She's up at the church with her son. And I can't wait to get up to see her because I fuss over them like you wouldn't believe. Because it's her child getting married as well. And I just think the two of them should be equal. Now, a lot of people do include the mother of the groom, but a lot of people don't. But I'll tell you what's not okay. It's not okay for the mother of the groom to wear cream. They don't. Well, generally they don't. But I would see an awful lot of the mother of the brides wearing cream. Why?
God, Jenny, you're thrown me even with that question. I don't know why, but I do agree from a bride's point of view, you need to sit with both mothers.
Yes.
Because both mothers don't want to be rocking up in the same outfit.
No, or the same colour.
Or the same colouring.
Yeah.
So you need to, between you, agree or have an idea of the colour palettes that are being used, and then from there, both of you are working off that, or if one of you have an outfit got, don't be afraid to tell the other mother, listen, I have my outfit got, this is the colour I'm wearing.
2 weddings next year, Martin and I. Our daughter's just after getting engaged.
Congratulations.
Victoria, like delighted. They went off and we knew it was happening. Couldn't tell her. Martin and I were like, for a week.
I love it.
And then James is marrying Shauna next December. So we'll have 2 weddings next year. So I'll be going on the outfit hunt for two different outfits. Yeah.
And hopefully not 3 weeks beforehand, Jenny. I need a serious talk at the end of this podcast.
I'm never doing that again. Jesus, the pressure I felt that day. Oh my God.
Yeah, there is pressure.
Yes.
Huge pressure.
Yeah. So let's talk about the shops that they can go to, because you have so many shops.
There are so many, and you mentioned Adair earlier, and one of them is in Adair. Isabel's in Adair.
Yeah,
she's a phenomenal shop.
Yes.
Absolutely unbelievable. But like that,
it's expensive.
It is definitely very expensive.
Yes.
But
what are you looking at?
But the quality, the cut,
yes,
the way that outfit will sit in you.
Yeah,
honestly, that's what you're paying for.
What are you paying? How much? Is it $2,000? Is it $1,000?
You'd definitely be going your $1,000 upwards, I would say.
Yeah.
Easily.
And
that'd be just for the outfit.
And that's just for the outfit.
Not going to be including your shoes. That's not just her
bag.
shop now that I'm clear on that. But just this is in general, most shop boutiques like that. This is what you're going to be ballparking with.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about, finding the outfit and paying for it and then accessorising it.
Yeah, I think the accessories are absolutely vital.
Yeah.
As a rule, generally your shoes and bag will match.
Yes.
Your heels and bag. And I could write a book on heels, Jenny.
Go on.
So I would say to you, you need to wear a heel that you know you can walk in. The biggest thing I would see with any woman, no matter what the occasion is there anything as bad as seeing a woman walk into a room and you say, wow, isn't she beautiful? Isn't she stunning? And next thing she starts taking a couple of steps and you're thinking, oh, sweet Lord. Because she's just not able to walk in heels.
She has a limp.
Swear to God, you put those heels on you.
Yes.
Weeks in advance of that wedding.
Yeah.
Break them in.
Yeah.
Get them comfortable. Be walking around the house. If you're making a cup of tea, have your heels on you. You might, and actually, if this is the truth, this is what I tell my models when they're training and when they come to me, because in particular, if they're very tall, they're inclined not to wear heels.
Of course.
They're actually always in flats.
Yeah.
And then you put a pair of heels on and they're like these kind of little kind of wobbly thing. And I'm looking and thinking, oh, sweet Moses, how am I going to get this person to walk on TV that she doesn't fall or turn the wrong way? So and it's terrible.
Yeah.
Learn how to walk in a pair of heels.
Yes.
But be comfortable.
Yeah.
Because comfort is key on a long, long day like that. You want to know that you're not going to have blisters on your feet.
Absolutely.
Or that your heels are killing you or your toes are feeling numb at this stage. Comfort is key on the shoes.
Yeah.
Without a shadow. Generally speaking, bag is matching. That would be protocol for an outfit to be really particularly be perfect.
Yeah.
I would say definitely have it matching.
Okay.
But then the hat. Now I have a peeve
we
on
talked
this.
about this earlier. Let's talk. Yeah. You have a peeve.
Honestly, I do have a peeve.
Yes.
A lot of people, ladies, don't wear hats.
Right.
Unless you're that person that really just absolutely adores a hat, you wear a hat to everything.
Yes.
Or if you're a racy person, you're used to wearing hats.
Yes.
A lot of mothers are not used to wearing hats.
Yeah.
And therefore they think these little feather fascinators that they shove literally on the side of their head. And I'm not being rude. I'm being honest.
Mandy. Yes.
Jenny.
Yeah. I love it. I totally agree with you.
Honestly, I'm looking and thinking, why would someone get a feather thing and stick it at the side of their head? Because that's all it looks like. And you're just thinking, you have the most incredible outfit, beautiful shoes and bag, and next you have this thing stuck at the side of your head because either you don't like hats or you don't like anything, please don't buy them.
Yes.
And don't wear them.
Please
because
don't buy them and wear
they
them.
are gone with the wind. They are not fashionable. They are shockingly bad. They should never be made. That's the truth. I'm saying it as it is as a stylist.
Well, I told you before you came on, we need to be brutally honest.
Well,
okay?
They're getting it here.
So I can't wear hats. Okay. And
why can't you wear a hat?
Well,
Because I think a hat would be amazing on you.
Well, to be honest, I've had head surgery. So I find hats very uncomfortable.
Okay.
And now I have to wear them if I'm on holidays because I can't let the sun on my head. But that's fine. I can wear it then and I have a specific one. And anyone who looks at my holiday photos, yes, I've worn the same hat for the last I don't know how many holidays because it's comfortable. They're not comfortable on my head, so I can't wear them. Okay. Now, I wasn't going with something not in my head either to my son Dean's wedding. So I went to this beautiful girl. I did her wedding and she makes hats and she makes pieces for your hair. So she made me sort of like a crown.
Stunning.
And I sent her a photograph of the outfit and the crown was beautiful. She did an amazing job.
Modern and contemporary.
But it was stunning. Like it was gorgeous. Like I can't wear it again because it was so obvious, but I have it forever and I love it. But I did wear something on my head, but I definitely didn't buy a fascinator.
No, well, thank God you didn't. Because Jenny, seriously, I'd find it hard to sit here in front of you. Otherwise, I'm going, oh my God.
So I'll never see you with a fascinator on your head.
No.
Mandy, you're a ticket.
And honestly, and you've just hit the nail on the head. If you're the person, personally, I love a big hat.
Yes.
I think a big hat is here I'm coming.
Yeah.
For the right reasons.
Of course.
And it's amazing.
Yes.
And getting that right headpiece, but knowing how to wear it as well and that it's sitting right in your head. Oh my God, make sure the angle is right. You always tilt a hat.
But you also need to see the eyes in the photos.
So important.
Yes.
But like you, if you're a person that can't wear a hat or doesn't like hats, then get something different, quirky, current.
Nice.
It's with it. A crown.
Something you're going to love.
100%.
Yeah.
And it's modern.
Yeah.
Love the idea of a crown.
Yeah.
So this is my point. Get something that's just, it's fashionable.
Yes.
And it works with your outfit. Don't overkill your outfit then with it is the other thing. Do you know, just be careful on what you're choosing.
So it really has to complement the outfit.
Completely.
Yes.
But and it can make or break an outfit as well.
Yes. So you have your outfit then, Mandy. You have your shoes, you have your bag. You know, do you go to somewhere where a hat, what you call them?
A milliner?
Imagine I couldn't remember that now.
Well, most of the shops would probably stock a lot of milliners. I would imagine, like any of the boutiques that, like say, we recommend going around the country too. And I can give you a listing of boutiques. And
definitely
you can pop them up on your page of people I really
we'll talk
highly
about
recommend.
Them now in a second,
But like I would say to you that you can get the head to toe look in most boutiques.
Oh, God, amazing.
But I would say going to a milliner, it's another level.
Yeah.
And they're amazing.
Yeah.
And honest to God, here in Ireland, we have the most incredible milliners. I could write a book on milliners because I work with so many of them.
Of course.
But the one thing with a milliner is that they know your shape, your face shape, your head shape, how the hat's going to sit.
Right.
This is where their expertise will come in.
Mm-hmm.
But also as well as that is that they're giving you a bespoke piece that probably definitely you will not get anywhere else.
Okay.
And it's going to be different. You might pay the extra few pounds for it.
Yes.
But
you're going to stand out.
And their finish.
Yeah.
Always make sure that their finish is good. Finish is vital because you want to be comfortable.
So would you need to show them your outfit then as well?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then do they design up a hat for you?
Yes.
Or would they sell you something they already have in stock?
They could have something that they could have rent. Some people, you can actually go to wonderful milliners and they rent their pieces, which to be fair, Jenny, is probably even a little bit more better.
I think that's a great idea.
Because you never will wear it again.
No, you won't.
The chances are you probably won't.
That's a bit of waste of money now, isn't it?
Yeah. So therefore, hire it.
But then you're running the risk of somebody else wearing it before and
possibly.
But not at the wedding.
Not at the wedding. Once it's gone out, it's gone out. And I mean, that milliner would definitely know if other guests are coming to hire pieces from them.
And it's their piece, so nobody's going to have the same thing.
No.
Yeah. So we have the outfit now, we have the shoes, we have the bag, and we've got the hat. What about jewellery? What would you say about earrings and necklace and anything on the arms?
I would definitely say pare back on the jewellery when it comes to the rest of the outfit for something like a mother of a bride or groom.
Okay.
You're going to obviously more than likely probably have your own rings anyway, whether you're married or not married. But if you are married, you're more than likely going to be wearing your wedding ring and your engagement rings anyway. And if not, go with a nice dress ring.
Right.
Is what I would suggest. I would think earrings wise, keep it very simple.
Yeah.
You know, as a mother of a bride or groom, you can't go wrong with pearls, Jenny.
No, I love.
Isn't there something always very elegant or classy about pearls?
So I'm such a fan of pearls because
Me
you know
too.
something? They're never going to date, Mandy.
Never.
I had them on my dress. I had them like sewn in here, and I had them sewn
But
on
stunning.
each shoulder, and they were just stunning
And appropriate.
Yeah, and that dress is never going to date now because the pearls. But
See,
anyway,
there you go. But you'll always have it.
Yeah,
Keep the jewellery simple.
yeah,
Or keep it very minimal. I would not be going bling bling with it.
yeah. No, definitely
Now,
not.
if you want to be a little bit bold
yeah,
and you're changing your look for the evening time and you're removing maybe a jacket, you could be removing the hat at this stage is now gone.
yes.
If you wanted to, you could maybe change the earring and go maybe with a little bit of a bigger earring for the evening time.
Yeah,
And
I'd
just
say you
kind
do
of
that.
like,
Look
I
at
would
you.
do it.
I know, buy you. Shift 2 outfits out of 3.
No, I wouldn't.
Suzanne Jackson had 3 wedding dresses.
Oh yeah,
I'll
no,
never forget that.
I did, yeah, but she was amazing in all 3 as well,
wasn't she?
But no, and like that, this is what I'm saying. You don't want to overshadow a bride on their day,
Yeah,
and you do need to be careful of that. It is very much their day, the
Of
couple's
course,
day.
of course.
So be careful of that. But you could easily rock up with something different on an earring. I've often gone to a wedding where as a guest, where I have worn my outfit, the hat gone all out, and I literally, as I'm heading to the reception, I've changed over. So the chances are I could have ended up changing shoes since the church. Headpiece could possibly be off, even though I would generally keep the headpiece on in the hotel for a little while, and then change the earrings and completely go rock with the earrings.
But of course you would. I'd say I'd love to see your wardrobe actually.
I honestly, I need to move out. Because if I arrive home with any more bags, I'm going to get killed. I don't drink or smoke. Because Shirley says I'm deadly enough without it. But you know what?
Do you not drink?
No, I never touched it.
Go on. Ever?
No. I never kind of tasted alcohol, but I've never required a taste for it. But he keeps telling me I'd be cheaper if I did.
So you're the designated driver in your house?
Always. So that was the chat up line. That was the chat up line, Jenny.
Oh my
God. He says to me, here you don't drink, you're going to come in all handy for the drive. And that was like as romantic as we got back in my day.
Wow, oh my God.
Yeah.
Because so many people do drink socially. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done.
But I'd be the first on the dance floor, and I definitely can guarantee I'd probably be the last to leave the room on the night. I'm kind of slightly embarrassed.
So it's kind of like you've had a few drinks.
Yeah. I've often met people that found this, God, you were well on it last night. I'm looking and thinking, but I don't actually drink. I don't know whether that's a good or a bad thing.
Well, it's great for your skin. It's great for your energy level. Dan, the podcast studio host here, he owns the studio. He doesn't drink at all.
Oh.
Yeah, he doesn't. And I'd love to say I don't drink, but I do have a few scoops at the
okay.
weekend. I have thought about giving it up, but anyway, that's a whole other conversation after Christmas. So talk to me about the shops. So we've mentioned
Isabel's in a Dare.
Yes.
We've got a wonderful shop actually in Galway called Don't Call Me Dear. A very funny name, as I do call it for what it is, but they have the most amazing shop.
Have they?
And do you know what, Jenny, as well? I know you were saying about people driving. It's like a bride.
Yeah.
A bride will travel the length and breadth of the country to get the right wedding dress.
100%.
They actually will, but
Yeah.
so will a mother of a bride or groom
So will
too.
a mother. Yeah.
Don't Call Me Dear in Galway, amazing. But you've got Olivia Daniels in Athlone. You've Marions of Boyle. You've McElhinney's up in Donegal. These are all people that they eat, breathe and sleep looking after their mother of the brides and grooms. And I work with them all.
And they don't pigeonhole them.
They don't pigeonhole them. But
Great.
that's the tip I'm going to give.
Yes.
Do not say you're a mother of a bride or groom initially.
Okay.
Go in and browse and look.
Yes.
Then have an idea, know your style or know what you think suits you.
Yes.
Because we had this conversation even before we came onto the podcast as well about sizes and clothes sizes, because so many people kind of feel, oh, that's okay for that one when she's a size 10 or a 12.
Yeah.
Or, that I'm a little bit bigger or more curvier. Embrace it.
Yeah.
You can still look amazing regardless of your size.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting that right outfit and getting the right fit. That's why you will pay a little bit more, because it will sit on you a lot better and sit on the curves exactly where you want them to sit.
Yeah.
So that's why I would say to you, number one, do that. But then get help from these people.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people just don't know what, they kind of get into a rut. It's like clothes at our age, everyday clothes. You can get into a rut of wearing the same thing all the time, and yet you're not showing how fabulous your actual body is.
Mm-hmm.
So don't be afraid to show your curves, and don't be afraid to start thinking outside the box when it comes to fashion.
Like your body.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I think that's the day that you want to show off your best assets.
But it's true. It's always showing off your best assets. And you know, sometimes, Jenny, there's no harm trying on clothes that you probably in your whole life you say, I wouldn't be caught dead in it.
Yeah.
It's not for me.
Yeah.
And it could be the one outfit that could absolutely be unbelievable on you.
You know, I was sort of saying this to our nephew, Martin's nephew, his sister's son, Carl, got married last weekend. And his mum just looked incredible, Claire, Martin's sister, Claire. And we were talking about where she got her outfit from. And she said, like, myself and Bernie's Martin's other sister, just went out and we'd no idea, you know, I had no idea I was going to pick the outfit that day. She said, you want to see the state of me? I had the hair and the pony, na. And she went into this shop with Bernie, and Bernie said, what about that? So Bernie works in Arnott's, so she'd have a good eye for fashion. And Claire said, not at all, I'm not even trying that on. And she said when she tried it on, she felt $1 million. So I think sometimes you may not like the look of it on a hanger, but you need to try it on.
100%.
Yeah.
And it's like when we were even doing fashion shows. People will sit in an audience and look at models going up and down and say, God almighty, I never would have thought of wearing that.
Yeah.
And it's when you see it on somebody
Yes.
or see it on yourself, don't be afraid to try colour as well as another thing.
Yeah.
Or colours that you may not have worn one time.
Yeah.
Make the most of this.
Absolutely.
Have a ball. Enjoy it. Take a couple of days out. You may be lucky where one day is all you might need and you could just get that outfit.
Yeah.
But it's like a bride picking a wedding dress.
Yes.
The minute it's on you, you will know.
You know.
And if you're not feeling that you know you look good,
yeah,
you need to walk away from that shop.
Not for you.
It is not for you.
Yeah. Absolutely. And going back to kind of, you know, what colour should I wear? If you're going out with the bride, sure, she's going to tell you.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
If she's going to tell you you're not wearing that colour on the day, you know what I mean? So she's going to tell you.
And you have to respect that too, Jenny,
Absolutely.
I think, to be honest.
You do.
And this is where you even said it yourself about the mum of the groom.
Yes.
Don't forget her.
You don't forget
She
her.
is his mother.
Absolutely.
And she's going to be your mother-in-law for hopefully the rest of your life.
I suppose I've had situations where the bride is not a fan of the mother-in-law. And, you know, lots of people hear this. And then the groom is close to her. And you have to remember that. Like, have respect. That's
Absolutely.
his mum. I'd die.
Oh yeah, but
they
couldn't love you, for God's sake.
Well, I hope they do. You know, but you do try your best to sort of get on with their partners. You do, because you want to love them the way you love your because they're going to be together forever.
Absolutely.
So, you know, no matter what, give her a bit of respect, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
So I think we've covered everything.
Oh my God, the two of us could stay talking all day. We'd be deadly together.
I was going to say, I'd love to go for a bottle of wine, which you don't drink.
So I just had the berries tea and you have the wine and we're all happy. I'm very easy pleased, actually, believe it or not.
Mandy,
I'm not high maintenance, even though everyone might think I am. I'm really not.
You are the nicest person ever. Do you know that? You are the nicest person. And you've given amazing advice and honest to God advice. And I will never forget that you're not a fan of the fascinator.
I'm going to be struck down after saying that.
No, you're not. You were honest.
Thanks.
Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you, Jenny.
And I really hope that all of you who've been asking me questions about Mother of the Groom and Mother of the Bride outfit have had your questions answered today by the amazing Mandy Maher.